All right, you can roll it. Ready to go. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, everybody. Aaron Sundin here with Raider Streaming. We are up at the Roost for the regional final game with the Hudson Raiders taking on the Marshfield Tigers. I am sorry I'm a little bit late today. I was at a retirement party for my wife. She is retiring from Hudson School District. This is probably the fourth retirement party I've been to. This was for the middle school, and I happened to be sitting up right in the front row as the speeches were going on. One of the speeches that took a little longer was for Assistant Athletic Director Tim Chuckle, who isn't here tonight because he's at his retirement party. But anyway, nonetheless, we are here. We're going to talk about these two teams as we get going. I am going to try to get lineups here as the game goes on, but the Hudson Raiders come into this game off of a 14-2 win on Tuesday at home here against Superior. Big win for Hudson, and that is now they are on an 11-game win streak. Kind of unbelievable. We covered them back when they played New Richmond in the back half of a doubleheader, and since that time they haven't lost. So 14-2 on Tuesday against Superior. Over that 11-game stretch, they've outscored their opponents 119-20. So right now, it's fair to say these Raiders are one of the hottest teams in softball all across the state. Marshfield comes into this game 15-8. They were second place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, which of course includes Stevens Point, Rapids, DC Everest. They defeated Sparta on Tuesday by a score of 12-1. So tonight, regional championship ready to kick off. Izzy Scavone on the mound for the Raiders. Leading off for the Tigers, Madeline Cole, number 5. First pitch in there for a strike. Izzy fires again, strike 2. Keep an eye on that scoreboard. These are the games where it's a little harder for us to see the scoreboard just based on being behind the backstop. Nice night out here. Ooh, just misses with that pitch, just on a little low maybe. 2-1. Izzy winds up, delivers a little low. So as I mentioned, weather tonight, pretty nice out here, mid-80s. Getting a little bit of a breeze coming in from the north-northeast. 3-1 pitch, misses. So Cole draws the walk. Brings up number 2, Lydia Garvin. First pitch to Garvin, a little high. So Izzy just kind of working around that strike zone right now. Gives off the leadoff walk. We'll keep an eye on that runner. That one's outside. 2-0. So Izzy and Brenna Oberly have been kind of the pitching duo for the Raiders this year. Both had very successful years. That's a good pitch. Gets that inside corner. 2-1. So far, the runner at first, Cole, has not shown any interest. That one's up the middle, line drive out to Carly Meyer. Covers that up for out number 1. Going to do my best. I don't have my normal scorebook here today. Ken is on vacation. Seems like he's on vacation a lot. Hey, Ken, how you doing? All right, brings up Molly Fox, number 3. First pitch to Molly, a little low. 1-0. I say that because I know Ken's probably watching here a little bit. At least checking in, making sure we're doing our jobs. 1-0, 1 out. Little off-speed pitch that time down to the third baseman. Sets, throws in time. Oh, looked like ball must have got dropped. I might have missed that there. A little hot handle there down at third base. Brenna Oberly down on that corner. So, take that one off the board for an out. brings up number 4, Lillian Grussbach. Inside. So Marshfield putting a little pressure here on Hudson to start this game. These two teams played earlier in the season. Hudson got the sweep in those 2 games. That was that one's inside corner for a strike. Yeah, we kind of talked about Hudson now on an 11-game win streak. That started when they were sitting at a record of around 4-6, I think. So that one's inside. Allie Dombrowski going to have a little chat with Izzy, seeing if she can calm her down a little bit. Good crowd out here tonight. 2-1 delivery. That's popped up. Playable. Izzy makes the catch for out number 2. All right, 5th batter of the inning is Avery Kohlhofer, batting in the 5 spot, number 1. First pitch to Avery is inside for a strike. Is he finding that inside corner with a lot of these batters here? 0-1. That one's a little inside. 1-1. Good off-speed pitch that time. Could see that one just kind of pulled the cord on it. The batter able to just get a little piece of it. 1-2. That one's high, gets away from the catcher. A little high on that pitch, so runners advance second and third. I think that was just a little too high for Gulick. She's got a glove on it, but Izzy no hits yet so far. Just giving up a couple base runners. Change up right there. Got her. Strikeout. So nice job getting out of that inning. For Marshfield, no runs, no hits. They had a couple base runners, one on a walk, one on an error, but they leave 2. No runs. Your score after 1/2. Marshfield 0, Hudson coming up.
So this building is going to allow us to basically double our capacity in terms of manufacturing and also office space. So it's going to allow us to take a company that was started 9 years ago and basically double its size in revenue. You know, I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, you know, helps you work through the process.
When you're working with Derrick Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final clean.
We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going, and so definitely glad that we picked Derrick.
So what we got here is a 50,500 square foot pre-engineered steel Butler building. The nice thing about Butler is how custom we can get with the buildings. The opportunities are endless with how you can design these buildings. You know, you can certainly make it look like the building we have here for Rock Shield Rubber, but you can also make it look like a storefront like it would in a downtown setting.
The owner comes to us and just tells us what they want, and then we start the process of setting up the building, drawing the plans, and then we send that off to Butler. Butler puts everything into motion of what they have to build to make this building work. They tell us a ship date, we're ready by that time, everything just works smoothly.
When we're doing that preliminary stage of doing these preliminary drawings, going back and forth on different ideas,
All right, leading off for the Raiders, number 1, she's been there all year, Carly Meyer, center fielder. Carly having an excellent season. Of course, committed to the University of Minnesota, but only a junior, so we have another year of enjoying Carly out here on the softball field. See if Hudson can keep this offense rolling. As I mentioned, the run differential they've had these last 11 games, they're just putting up instant offense. First pitch to Carly. That's in there for a strike. Molly Fox is your pitcher, number 3. A little bit about I call it the Valley Conference, Wisconsin Valley. Usually a pretty good softball conference. You've got Stevens Point over there, of course, Marshfield, DC Everest. Next pitch. Good velocity from Fox, misses that time outside. It's kind of typically, in years past, it's been Spash over in that conference, although DC Everest has had some pretty good teams too. 1-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 1-2. Molly Fox, a sophomore. One and two here on the leadoff batter, Meyer. Change up, fouled off, staying alive there. So Carly Meyer sets the tone of this lineup when it comes to getting on base. Just a huge threat to steal. Obviously, it's a big win if she can get on, and with the way the Raiders are hitting, that's a big weapon. That one's high, 2-2. The other thing that I noticed a lot in the last couple games we covered for the girls softball team here is they're being a lot more selective on the pitches that they take. Being smart, they've got some experience there. 2-2. Ooh, just misses a little high. Good hold, good hold. Check to see if she offered. Full count. Carly's looking for one she can hit here. Fox delivers. Fouled off. So an interesting section here for both these teams. You've got the top seed Toma. Looked at their record. They won the Mississippi Valley Conference. Not typically known as a softball powerhouse. They play River Falls tonight. The winner of this game will advance to play the winner of that game, Toma versus River Falls in Toma. Still full. That one's high. So we talked about the ability and the patience of this Raider lineup. Carly Meyer draws the walk. Going to put some pressure on this defense now. Allie Dombrowski, the batter. Playing shortstop tonight. She's been rock solid in that spot all year. See how quickly they let things loose here with Carly Meyer. 1-0. Dombrowski squares to bunt. So I thought might happen. There goes the steal down the line. Not in time. Stolen base for Meyer. I was looking for that on the first pitch, that maybe Coach Schwab would try to sacrifice, but nonetheless, Dombrowski, good job pulling the bat back there. So 2-0. Meyer now in scoring position. Paige Adrian on deck. Fox rocks and delivers. Fouled off. 2-1. So as part of this streak that the Raiders have had, they really haven't, as far as the scores go, there's a lot of double-digit scores. I think the closest game they had was 9-6. So they're certainly putting up a lot of runs. In those 11 games, if you average that out, that's well over 10 runs a game. Squares to bunt, pulls back. 3-1. Here, nobody out. Raiders looking to apply some pressure here early. Kind of a bloop shot over to the shortstop. Makes the catch for out number one. Brings up Paige Adrian. Again, having a wonderful year. I was told Paige Adrian got her 100th varsity hit not that long ago, so congratulations to her. Certainly looking to move her teammate Meyer up on the bases here. That one's flown out to right field. Playable, makes the catch. Meyer quickly tags, gets down to third. Brings up Breslin Mills. Quick little huddle, I guess, from the coach. Not sure what he wants to talk about. Maybe he's got a little better scouting report than we do. This is one of those situations, too, where he might just be having a conversation with the pitcher to make sure, try to keep everything up. Don't get anything in the dirt. You got speed at third. She can score on just about anything that gets outside the box. Well, we're used to seeing softball on the other field, but of course this is the playoffs, so lacrosse warming up just to outside the center field fence. I should mention Nikos is my guy here running the board. Nikos, I'm used to having Ken talking all the time and disrupting me, so you feel free to chime in anytime you want. Gives me the thumbs up. Jeff, as normal, on the camera down there on the third base line. All right, 2 outs. Breslin Mills, first pitch to her, fouled off. Like I said, Fox has some pretty good velocity, so far the Raider batters, right-handed batters, a little bit behind. 0-1. That one's low and outside. Not a changeup that time, maybe a screwball, a little bit of off speed. Missed the corner. 1-1. Lots of noise coming from that Raider dugout. 1-1 pitch. Off speed that time. Fouled off. 1-2. I'm thankful today we have shade. Nico's, the last couple times we've been here, the sun's been bearing down on us. Now, the one other thing I'll tell you is it can get pretty darn cold up here. Today's an exception to the rule, but when we're here in April, we're dressed like we're Eskimos sometimes. 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. Good block by the catcher that time. Could see Meyer chomping at the bit maybe to make a jump, but nice job keeping it in front. 2-2. Fox rocks, delivers outside. Full count. Full count here. Breslin Mills, the number 4 batter. Fox taking her time, making sure she's got the grip she wants. Delivers. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Sets. Throws to retire the side. For the Raiders, no runs, no hits. They leave 1. Your score after 1 inning. The Marshfield Tigers 0, Hudson 0.
Phone call. Anderson Heating. Somebody answers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Wow. That's awesome.
If you go www.andersonheating.com, you can click on anything on your phone, and it'll automatically dial you up and allow you to get somebody that you can talk to.
Okay.
And the key here is
Awesome.
I want a live body. I don't like push 1,
Yes.
push 2. No.
Yes.
It's a live body that you'll talk to.
That was going to be my follow-up. Are we actually talking to somebody?
Real people.
Hi, I'm Ronnie, your Willow River Experience Assistant. At Willow River Company, we take care of all your outdoor needs. Snow removal, irrigation, fine gardening, plant bed maintenance, seasonal planters, lawn care, and planter subscription all year round. And now, it's all bundled into one simple monthly subscription. No stress, no hassle, just a beautifully maintained property. Visit WillowRiverExperience.com and subscribe.
When you're buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always better. After all, who is likely to care more about you? Someone at the end of a 1-800 number or your local professional insurance agent? If you need a quote or just have a question, please just drop in and see us.
All right, we're back. Top of the second. Leading off for the Marshfield Tigers, number 10, Ryan Costa. That one's in there for a strike. Scavone got out of a little bit of a pickle in that first inning, but came back strong. Got a strikeout to finish the inning. No harm, no foul. Ooh, got her on the changeup. 0-2. Izzy way up here, 0-2. Off speed again, a little outside. Marshfield batted 5 in that first inning. Popped up, playable. Called, Scavone calls for it, makes the catch. A couple putouts for her early in this contest. Brings up number 17, Ariana Pugh. Pugh at first base takes a strike. Yeah, this pitching staff for the Raiders, I mentioned Brenna Oberle before, had a great year. Fouled off on the changeup. And then Izzy, of course, tonight, they've really done a good job. That's really all we've seen as far as streaming goes this year. And that's enough in the playoffs. Get a couple good pitchers. Ground ball to the shortstop, Dombrowski, deep in the hole, sets, throws. Gets her by a couple steps. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second. Brings up number 15, Tavian Stanton. One and 0 on Stanton. Izzy delivers a little inside. 2-2. There you go, 2-1. Young Raiders team, we do have some seniors to recognize. We'll talk about them more as the game goes on. Scavone being one of those. 2-1. 2 down. Fouled off. Little off-speed pitch that time. Got a piece of it. Double deuces here. 2-2. 2 outs. Izzy delivers. Change up outside. Brings the count full. Full count, 3-2. That one's flown out to center field, drops in front of Carly Meyer. Actually kind of right center there, but Carly got on her wheels there quickly, able to cut that off. Brings up number 13, Cameron Pierce. First hit of the ball game for either team. A lot of lefties in this Marshfield lineup. Check swing foul over to the Hudson dugout. 0-1. A 0-1 pitch. That's grounded to the pitcher. Scavone sets, throws, and retires the side. For the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. Your score after 1.5. Marshfield 0, Hudson 0.
Jonesy's Local Bar and Grill.
close to the rink for all your pre- and post-game fun. Jonesy's features some great apps, the pretzel, onion rings, and don't forget, great wings, both bone-in and boneless. Boneless available in white and dark meat. And then my favorite, on Saturday and Sunday, it's the prime rib. Wow! Jonesy's also caters and hosts meat raffles to benefit local nonprofits. Thanks for being part of the team.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
One of my favorites in town. Yep, it's the Willow.
All right, brings up Brenna Oberly to lead off the second inning for the Raiders. Brenna playing third base tonight. Starting this game off, a little bit of a pitcher's duel. Molly Fox again in the circle for the Tigers. That first pitch misses outside. 1-0. Pitch. That's fouled off. Jammed her a little bit that time. 1-1. Mentioned early in the year, and I just mentioned a short while ago, a young Hudson team. We've seen a lot of freshmen getting playing time, sophomores really having significant seasons for this Raider team. Juniors as well. And early in the season, I think part of it was just getting their feet on the ground. A lot of them new to varsity, the speed of the game, everything else. 2-1 pitch to Oberly. That one misses outside. 3-1. If you're a softball fan, now is the time. The NCAA Division I, I think they're in super regionals. A lot of fun to watch. Some of these games. A lot of the perennial teams that have been there in the past knocked out. 3-1 pitch. Got the corner. 3-2. Oklahoma, of course, being one of those. They lost last weekend. Florida, another one. Nice to see Nebraska in the mix for the Big Ten. Full count. Fox taking her time. Rocks and delivers. Fouled off. As I mentioned, it's warm tonight, mid-80s, but it sure seems like the last couple of days, Monday in particular, yesterday, quite a bit hotter. I think we're going to hit maybe 90 tomorrow. So, okay. Thank you. I was not paying attention, but Breslin Mills has been pitching for the Raiders, so my bad. I didn't catch that on the it looked a lot like Izzy, so that was my interpretation, and I didn't see the number. So Joe just pointed that out to me. We'll get that right. Oberly keeps hanging in there. Count still full, 3-2. Oh, swing and a miss. Good battle. Got her up in the zone that time. Brings up the first baseman, Bianca Nemero. Well, that makes things interesting because now that I heard Breslin's pitching, now there's 3 Raider pitchers that we've watched this year. A lot of fun. And Breslin just a sophomore. 1 out, Nemero the batter. First pitch in there for a strike. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. A little off speed that time. As I mentioned, Fox has some pretty good velocity, so if the changeup's working with the fastball, those two can do some damage. 0-2. Goes fastball. Just missed the corner. No hits so far for the Raiders. Just one base runner. 1-2. Change up. Ooh, didn't miss by much. Fox with a little confidence out there. You can kind of see the swagger. Felt pretty good about that pitch. 2-2. Foul tip. Still alive. 2-2. Nemero with a good cut on that. Got a little piece of it. Keeps the count. Still at 2-2. Two-two pitch from Fox. Fouled off. So some good at-bats here for the Raiders, even though we mentioned no hits. Getting deep in these counts could be a factor when we're talking about as the game goes on. And it is warm, as I mentioned. Still 2-2. Changeup fouled off. Just a lot more aggression in the Raider lineup this year than we saw early in the season. And that comes a lot from confidence, just knowing that, hey, we've been hitting the ball well, putting up runs. The coaching staff doing a good job instilling some confidence in these girls. Still 2-2. 2-2 pitch is high. 3-2. Full count, 1 out. Bianca Nemero, 3-2 pitch. Outside, draws the walk. So good at bat from Bianca.
Number 4, Kalia.
Kalia Kemp, the batter. Kalia playing left field tonight. One out. A couple good at bats from the Raiders, taking the pitch count deep. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1. Kalia, one of those sophomores we talked about. Owen 1. Squares the bunt, pulls back, takes the pitch. 1-1. This could end up being one of those low-scoring games, so keep an eye on the bunting. See which team can maybe lay down those sacrifice bunts when they need them. Pop up right side. Second baseman calls for it, makes the catch for out number 2. Two outs brings up the catcher, number 6, Zoe Gullick. So 2 down here. Bottom of the second. Nemero, the runner at first. Gullick, first pitch, takes a strike. 0-1. One strike pitch. Swing and a miss. A little late on that one. 0-2. Fox has had a little mix and match here with her pitches. Likes that changeup. See if she goes after the batter here with that. 0-2. Just misses. 1-2. Catcher's trying to find out what was wrong with that pitch. Unfortunately, we don't have the challenge option like Major League Baseball. 1-2. It's kind of made things interesting. 1-2, 2 outs. Gullick takes high, 2-2. Umpire's doing a pretty good job of working with his field ump, making sure these batters aren't committing when they check swing. That was a pretty easy one to tell that Zoe held on that. 2-2. Change up. Little low. Full count again. So, again, this is the third straight at bat. I'm sorry, third at bat of the inning to go full. Runner should be moving on this pitch. 3-2. Fouled off. Full count. 2 outs. Nemero, the runner at first, moving on the pitch. Fox rocks and delivers low. So Gullick draws the 2-out walk. Joe with the free ride on the tunes. He's going to get a courtesy runner there for Zoe Gullick. Let her get her gear on. Gretchen Theobald going into the game to pinch run. Scarlett Kelly, the batter. Couple of walks here this inning for the Raiders, trying to get something done in bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. No hits so far on the board for Hudson, just one for Marshfield. Hudson has reached with 3 walks so far. 0-1 on Kelly. Fox delivers, swing and a miss. 0-2. Pitch, got her. So Fox gets out of that. 3 straight fastballs, catches a corner on the third one. For the Raiders, no runs, no hits, a couple base runners via walk. They're left. Your score after 2. Marshfield 0, Hudson 0.
SF Insurance Group is your local community insurance agency. Visit our many locations at St. Croix Falls, Osceola, Somerset, New Richmond.
Just able to use Butler's Advantage software and just changing a few things here and there to see where things come in price-wise. It's easy to just whip up a quick budget right away to share with the client, so we don't have to wait, weeks or months for a quote on something. That's one of the main advantages I see, and also the speed these things go up. I think we had the main frames for this 50,000 square foot building set in 3 or 4 days.
We use a lot of the same subcontractors in erecting these buildings, which is very, very efficient for us and for the subcontractors, because we both know what we expect at the end.
The thing I like most about it is the ability to expand. So again, we've doubled our footprint here, but we're hoping in the near future that we'll have to expand again. And the way these Butler buildings are put together, it allows us to expand in 3 different directions very easily.
It's very, very easy to work with Butler. On this project alone, we were short a couple things or added a couple things. Butler is very efficient. We made a phone call, got things moving. Boom.
All right, we're back. Correction again. Breslin Mills in the circle for the Raiders gets a strike. That's what you get for showing up late and not paying attention. So Breslin now in the 3rd inning. We're finally calling her out as the pitcher of record. Doing a good job so far. Leadoff batter Madeline Cole up to the plate, number 5. Cole walked back in the 1st. Mills up quick here, 0-2. Change up. Foul back, still 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Changeup took a little off it. Just gets a piece. 0-2. Changeup again. That's lined out to right center field. Meyer cuts it off, gets it in quickly. So second hit of the day for the Tigers. Brings up number 2, Lydia Garvin. Flew out to center field her first at bat. See if the Tigers want to play a little small ball here early in this game. Nope, takes a strike. 0-1. Mills doing a good job not getting behind on these batters, getting ahead and just battling. Change up a little high that time. 1-1. That one's hit well out to left center field. That's going to get out of here. Got around on that pitch, and it just kept carrying. Figured it definitely had the height to get out, and it had the distance just over that Jonesy's Local Bar and Grill banner out there. So the Tigers take a 2-0 lead. Brings up the pitcher, Molly Fox. First pitch to Fox, inside, 0-1, or 1-0. Change up a little high. 2-0. Garvin got a pitch right across the plate and turned on that thing, hit it well out to the left center field fence. That one's hit up the middle for a base hit. So the Tigers putting a little pressure here on the Raider defense. Quick chat in the circle for Hudson. Brings up the number 4 batter, Lillian Greisbach. Couple hits this inning so far for the Tigers. Led off with a walk to the leadoff batter, Cole. Nobody out. First pitch from Mills is in there for a strike. The runner Fox kind of got tripped up there, getting the lead. Oh, 0-1. That one's kind of off the end of the bat. Jammed her a little bit. Another single, so 3 hits so far this inning for the Tigers. Inning still alive, nobody out. Brings up number 1, Avery Kelmhofer. Fox the runner at second, Greisbach the runner at first. That one's in the dirt, good block that time by Gulick. One and 0. That one's grounded down to third. Oberle touches the bag, throws over to 1. Not able to pick up the second out. But 1 out, fielder's choice that time. Gets the force at third. Brings up Ryan Costa. Costa flew out to Breslin Mills at her first at bat. That one's low. 1-0. 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. Both pitchers using that rosin bag out there. Things are getting a little sweaty. They're out in the heat. We're in the shade here. That one's a jam job. Dombrowski touches the bag at second, throws over to first. Not in time, so good play by Allie Dombrowski to get that force. That was really the only play she had. Took it herself. So runner moves up to third. 2 outs. Ariana Pugh, the batter. First pitch is a little high. Runner's trying to bait Zoe Gullick into making a throw there. Keep an eye on that runner at third. If they do send her, if Hudson maybe tries to run a pick play or gives up the base. 1-0. That one's a little low, just misses. 2-0. So interesting call right here. If the runner does go, there's 2 outs. Coach Schwab might just be calling for the throwdown. 3-0. Mills, the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. 3-1. Zoe Gullick more worried about that runner at third than the runner at first. Doesn't appear they're going to try to steal that base. 3-1. That one's lined out to right field. That's going to score 1. So Marshfield plates another, making the score 3-0. 4 hits for them in the inning so far. The big one being the home run. 2-run home run. Tavian Stanton, the batter. Changeup misses. One and 0. Mills delivers. Changeup again, misses. 2-0. Pitch. Just misses the inside corner. 3-0. Breslin now getting a little behind in these counts. The last couple of batters. Last batter took it to a 3-1, got the single. Sitting at 3-0. That one's inside. So a 4-pitch walk here loads the bases. Coach Schwab going to come out and have a chat. Cameron Pierce, the batter. I don't see anything as far as activity in the dugout. You do have Brenna Oberly on third. Coach Schwab just, I think, having a chat with everybody, talking to Breslin, making sure she feels okay. So Mills will stay in the game. 2 outs here. Top of the third. Infield playing in here, making sure they can knock anything down in front of them. Changeup gets the corner that time. Good pitch to start with. 0-1. Ground ball over to third base. Oberly sets, throws, and delivers to retire the side. But the Tigers pick up 3 runs on 4 hits. Put a lot of pressure on that Raider defense this inning. They leave 3. Your score now after 2.5. Marshfield 3, Hudson 0.
I would say in terms of this project here, we're both on time and on budget to this point, and the aesthetics of this building is exactly what I want, and probably even more.
The best part of my job is just seeing a project from what it was to what it ends up being, and also ultimately having a happy client to see their eyes light up when they walk through the building for the first time, because a lot of people can't see that vision on a flat sheet of paper, and then to have their dreams and their business brought to life, that's really rewarding. When you're working with Derrick Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final clean.
I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, helps you work through the process. We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going, and so definitely glad that we picked Derrick.
Jonesy's local bar and grill, close to the rink for all your pre- and post-game fun.
All right, Carly Meyer leads off this bottom of the third inning. Meyer walked back in the first, stranded. Hudson so far no hits, so trying to get in the hit category here in the third inning, down 3-0. First pitch from Fox. Gets the corner, 0-1. Fox doing a pretty good job out there tonight, keeping this Raider offense off track. They have been taking these counts deep. We'll see how that does later in this game. 0-1 pitch. That one's hit out to center field. Playable, deep. Makes the catch. A little deeper than I thought it was going to be. A couple steps in front of that fence out there. So Meyer gives it a ride. Brings up Allie Dombrowski. Trying to get something started. Dombrowski. That one's fouled off right side. Playable for the first baseman. I was just going to say, Allie flew out to the shortstop her last at bat. That time, one pitch. Fly out to the first baseman. Brings up Paige Adrian, the second baseman. Paige flew out to right field her first at that. Got that one. Little off-speed pitch. Caught the corner. Oh, 0-1. Outside. 1-1. Adrian won't be cheated up there. She is very selective and gets good pitches. 1-1 here. Fox rocks and delivers. That one's low. 2-1. Two and one here, one out. Two outs. Adrian looks. That one's low. 3-1. Three and one here on Paige Adrian. That one's hit well, right to the center fielder, though. Got a lot of it, but right at the center fielder. Retires the side. Paige with a little smile on her face. Knew she got a lot of that ball, but unfortunately right to the center fielder. For the Raiders, no runs, no hits, nobody left. They go quietly here in the third. Your score after three, Marshfield 3, Hudson 0.
When you're working with Derrick Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final clean.
I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, helps you work through the process. We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going, and so definitely glad that we picked Derek. So this building is going to allow us to basically double our capacity in terms of manufacturing and also office space. So it's going to allow us to take a company that was started 9 years ago and basically double its size in revenue. You know, I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, you know, helps you work through the process.
When you're working with Derek Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final.
All right, we're back. Breslin Mills back in the circle for the Raiders. Madeline Cole leads off. She led off that big inning back in the third, walked and scored on the home run from Garvin. Hudson really kind of lucky to get out of that with just 3 runs. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. Most of that inning, the Tigers had the bases loaded. Line drive out to center field. Meyer tracks it down to make the catch for out number 1. Lydia Garvin, the batter. As I mentioned, Garvin homered and knocked in 2 back in that third inning. First pitch to her, changeup in there for a strike. 0-1. Popped up, could be playable. Gulick back to the fence, makes the catch. Did a good job getting rid of the hat. Tracked that well. Tight to the fence for the catch. Out number 2. Brings up the pitcher, Molly Fox. That one's outside. Fox singled her last at bat, also scored. 1-0, 2 outs. Mills doing a good job with these first 2 batters, getting out of this. Popped up again, could be playable. Gulick says nope, coming our way and over the top. I heard the bounce. Did not hear flesh, so I think we're good. Everybody's clean, everybody's safe. 1-1. One pitch in the dirt. 2-1. Must have kicked off Zoe's shin pad because Breslin Mills able to go pick it up herself. Two-1. Hot shot down the third base line, but foul. 2-2. Mills battling well this inning, doing a good job getting ahead in the count. 2-2. Nice. Pulls the cord on the changeup. Fox had a big cut at it, but nothing doing. For the Tigers, no runs, no hits. They go down 1-2-3. Your score after 3.5. Marshfield 3, Hudson 0.
Clean.
We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going, and so definitely glad that we picked Derek.
So what we got here is a 50,500 square foot pre-engineered steel Butler building. The nice thing about Butler is how custom we can get with the buildings. The opportunities are endless with how you can design these buildings. You know, you can certainly make it look like the building we have here for Rock Shield Rubber, but you can also make it look like a storefront like it would in a downtown setting.
The owner comes to us and just tells us what they want, and then we start the process of setting up the building, drawing the plans, and then we send that off to Butler. Butler puts everything into motion of what they have to build to make this building work. They tell us a ship date, we're ready by that time, everything just works smoothly.
When we're doing that preliminary stage of doing these preliminary drawings, going back and forth on different ideas, I'm able to use Butler's Advantage software and just changing a few things here and there to see where things come in price-wise. It's easy to just whip up a quick budget right away to share with the client, so we don't have to wait, weeks or months for a quote on something. That's one of the main advantages I see, and also the speed these things go up. I think we had the main frames for this 50,000 square foot building set in 3 or 4 days.
We use a lot of the same subcontractors in erecting these buildings, which is very, very efficient for us and for the subcontractors, because we both know what we expect at the end.
The thing I like most about it is the ability to expand. So again, we've doubled our footprint here, but we're hoping in
Breslin Mills, the batter. Breslin did a great job that last inning. 1, 2, 3. See if she can get things going. The Raiders still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Fox in control so far. First pitch to Mills, fastball in their first strike. A 1 pitch. That one gets away from her. 1-1. As I mentioned, Fox really doing a nice job mixing up her pitches. Hudson has been able to take her deep in some of the counts, but so far, not a lot of damage. She's had 3 walks, no hits yet. 1-1. Fastball in their first strike. Cut, foul. Oh, 2. Fox rocks and delivers. That one's outside. 2-2. Two pitch. That one's high. Full count. Mills 3-2 here to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Fox delivers in the dirt. So Breslin Mills draws the leadoff walk. Hudson with 4 walks on the day. Going to get a courtesy runner here. Annika Worlsberger coming in to pinch run. Brings up Brenna Oberly, the batter. Oberly struck out her first at bat. First pitch to Brenna in there for a strike. Fox doing a good job hitting those corners, especially that outside corner with that fastball. 0-1. Fox takes her time out there in the circle for sure, in control of the tempo. That one's inside. 1-1. Not in any hurry. To make sure she's getting her signs. Looks like those are coming from the wristband from the dugout. 1-1. Change up, pulled the cord on it. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Worlsberger, the runner at first. Checking signs from Coach Schwab. 1-2 here on Brenna Oberly. Ground ball to the second baseman. She has a hard time tracking it. Able to still recover, make the throw to first, but Worlsberger moves over to second. Brings up the first baseman, Bianca Nemero. Nemero walked her first at bat. Hudson certainly would like to play to run this inning. Get something on the scoreboard. Fastball, swing and a miss. 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch to Nemero. That one's outside. 1-1. One pitch to Nemero. High. 2-1. Bianca Nemero, one of those seniors we talked about, 3 on this team. You've got Ava Steindang, and also Izzy Scavoni. Just 3 seniors on this squad. Starting to get peppered a little bit more with freshmen. Coach Schwab probably moved some kids up this year after playoffs, or when playoffs started. Swing and a miss that time. 2-2. Expanded the roster a little bit, so lots of 9s and 10s there, scattered with some 11s, and those 3 seniors we mentioned. 2-2. Fox taking her time, spinning the ball in her glove. Change up, a little high, got away from her. So Nemero brings the count full. Full count, 1 out. The pitch, fouled, staying alive. Umpire clearing off the black specks that go along with this turf. They don't have to do so much work on the turf because there's not dirt. Still keeping it clean. Count still full, 3-2. Fox taking her time, rocks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Little cheer there from Fox after that one. 2 down here. Brings up Kalia Kemp. Kalia flew out to second base her first at bat. First pitch fouled off. 0-1. Bottom of 4 here. Hudson still with no hits on the board. Trying to get a little life. 2 outs. 0-1 on Kemp. Gets the corner. 0-2. Fox rocks and delivers. Goes fastball. That one's low and away. 1-2. You know, thinking about pitchers that we've seen, Fox reminds me a little bit of New Richmond's pitcher that we saw earlier this year. Hudson hit her pretty well. She started to struggle a little bit, and Raiders not able to take it, or able to take advantage. Fly ball out to the shortstop. Caught for out number 3. For the Raiders, no runs, no hits. They leave 1. Your score after 4, the Marshfield Tigers 3, Hudson 0.
Near future that we'll have to expand again, and the way these Butler buildings are put together, it allows us to expand in 3 different directions very easily.
It's very, very easy to work with Butler on this project alone. We were short a couple things or added a couple things. Butler is very efficient. We made a phone call, got things moving, boom, done.
I would say in terms of this project here, we're both on time and on budget to this point, and the aesthetics of this building is exactly what I want, and probably even more.
The best part of my job is just seeing a project from what it was to what it ends up being, and also ultimately having a happy client to see their eyes light up when they walk through the building for the first time, because a lot of people can't see that vision on a flat sheet of paper, and then to have their dreams and their business brought to life, that's really rewarding.
So this building is going to allow us to basically double our capacity in terms of manufacturing and also office space. So it's going to allow us to take a company that was started 9 years ago.
Nikos is rocking it over here, keeping me in line. First pitch from Mills inside for a ball. Lillian Graceback, the batter. She singled her last at bat. 1-0. Got the corner that time. Good spot. 1-1. One and one. Change up that time. A little short. 2-1. On the scoreboard, Marshfield with 3 runs on 6 hits. The Raiders 0 runs so far, 0 hits. Already in the top of 5. Ground ball to the shortstop. Dombrowski scoops, sets, throws for out number 1. So beyond that 3-run third, Breslin Mills really settled in here. Avery Kelmhofer, the batter. First pitch to her in there for a strike. As I mentioned, Mills is, both pitchers really doing a good job working the corners. Breslin a little bit more on that inside corner. Fox been working that outside corner. 0-1 pitch, a little high. One and one. That one's inside. 2-1. Mills rocks and delivers. Swing, foul tip. 2-2. Looks like Marshfield traveled pretty well today. Seeing some orange here in the crowd. As I mentioned, the winner of this game will go on to play the winner of Toma and River Falls, happening in Toma. Ground ball to the shortstop. Dombrowski ranges, sets, and delivers for out number 2. Allie does a good job. Got good range out there at short. Again, just a sophomore. Ryan Costa, the batter. Takes a strike. 0-1. Got her swinging again. Now she's working that outside corner against the lefties. 0-2. Mills delivers. Works the corner again, a little outside. 1-2. 1-2, 2 outs. Foul back. Mills working at a good pace out there this inning. Ready to pitch. As soon as she gets the ball, gets her sign. Gets set. One's outside. 2-2. Sometimes that thing gets sweaty. It doesn't always come out the way you want it to. 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Oh, boy, did not miss by much. Umpire actually had to take a double take on that. He's like, oof. Kind of been calling that all day, but we're going to let that one go, I guess. 3-2. Mills delivers. Change up. Got it. Didn't matter. Breslin Mills got some mojo going out there now. For the Tigers, they go quietly here in the top of the fifth. No runs, no hits. Nobody left. After 4.5, your score, Marshfield 3, Hudson 0.
And basically double its size in revenue. You know, I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, you know, helps you work through the process.
When you're working with Derrick Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final clean.
We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going, and so definitely glad that we picked Derrick.
So what we got here is a 50,500 square foot pre-engineered steel Butler building. The nice thing about Butler is how custom we can get with the buildings. The opportunities are endless with how you can design these buildings. You know, you can certainly make it look like the building we have here for Marshfield Rubber, but you can also make it look like a storefront like it would in a downtown setting.
The owner comes to us and just tells us what they want. And then we start the process of setting up the building, drawing the plans, and then we send that off to Butler. Butler puts everything into motion of what they have to build to make this building work. They tell us a ship date, we're ready by that time, everything just works smoothly.
When we're doing that preliminary stage of doing these preliminary
Zoe Gullick, the batter. Bats have been quiet here so far for the Raiders. Got the leadoff runner on last inning with a walk, but not able to do anything with it. Same thing in the first. So they've been on base via the free pass, but not really been able to do much here against Fox. Bottom of the fifth. 1-0. That one's low. 2-0. Fox also kind of dictating the tempo of this game when she's in the circle. 2-0. Low again. 3-0. Rubbing that hand off, maybe getting a little sweaty. She's got the towel on her hip. Also the rosin bag there. 3-0, little chatter coming from that Hudson dugout. Gullick, the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. Taken all the way, 3-1. Zoe's had some big games at the plate this year. Certainly looking to deliver here in the clutch. Foul tip, 3-2. Catcher took a bad bounce, it looks like that time. Just give me a second. Umpires always do a good job of that, being able to recognize when the player might have been hit with that ball. You're pretty well protected, but there are parts that can take a shot from time to time. This coming from a catcher's dad. Looks like it might have got her on, maybe on the wrist. So full count here on Gullick. Fox back from 3-0. Three and two. Fox delivers. Just missed the corner. So Zoe Gullick with the leadoff walk. Might see a courtesy runner here for her. Coach Schwab says, nah, we're going to let her run. Scarlett Kelly, the batter. See if Hudson wants to manufacture a run here. Yep, squares the bunt. Offered. Throw down to second. Safe. She was going. Pitch was called a ball. Looked like she might have offered, but nonetheless, we'll take it. 1-0. Gullick with the stolen base. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. Scarlett Kelly with no gloves on. Like to see it. Little old school. 1-1. Squares the bunt here. Fouled off. 1-2. Coach Schwab certainly trying to move those runners around. Top of the lineup coming up. Nobody out. 1-2. Got her on the corner. So one out here. Bottom of the fifth brings up the center fielder, Carly Meyer.
Number 1, Carly Meyer.
All right, top of the lineup here for Hudson. Certainly need to get something moving here. Get on that scoreboard. First pitch to Meyer, outside, 1-0. Gullick, the runner at second. Allie Dombrowski on deck. Meyer, the batter, 1-0. Foul back. 1-1. At this point, I'm sure Marshfield's thinking, you know what? Let's just let Fox roll here. They aren't going to pitch around anybody. She's going to go right after him. 1-1. Change up. Popped up. Might be in trouble there. Drops behind the shortstop. Shortstop was in a little bit. Took kind of a weird angle in her drop step, and it was able to get out to that green. Meyer takes off for second base. Nobody covering, so there's that heads-up base running we talked about. Just kind of hanging around. Nice heads-up play from her. Coach is wondering what's going on. But, again, Meyer went around first base and just kind of was walking towards second. Once she realized that base wasn't covered, she took off, got to the base easily. Coach is going to ask the same question. See if we get an explanation. Carly's a pretty smart base runner. I don't imagine that was anything that wasn't already planned. So, love the music that's playing if you can hear it in the background. Most of the time, that doesn't usually go anywhere, so it's not going to this time either. Safe. So she's on second base. So a little pressure here being applied by the Raiders. Allie Dombrowski, the batter. Zoe Gullick, the runner at third. Carly Meyer, the runner at second. That one's off the end of the bat. Comes in fair. Pickle coming down the line. Get back. Gullick going to get tagged out there at the plate. So right away, that ball would not hit well. It did go into the field of play, called fair. Recognized right away that the runner from third, Gullick, was coming down the line. They got her into a hot box. Looked like she might have had a chance to get back to the base, but anyway, that was pretty well executed by the Tigers. All right, so 2 outs. Paige Adrian, the batter. First pitch to Paige, a little low. Paige hit a hard line drive out to center field, her last at bat. Any place else that would have been a double, but hit it right to the center fielder. 2 outs here. Hudson certainly looking to take advantage of those runners in scoring position. 1-0. Ooh, good pitch that time. 1-1. As we know, Paige Meyer can tie this thing up pretty quickly. She's got the power. But at this point, it's about, keep this inning going. Quick conference at the mound, probably talking about situations. So, yeah, that last play, on that play, Dombrowski able to get to second base, get into scoring position. There was no forced play, so the only play would have been the tag, which was applied in the hot box between third and home. 1-1. Paige has lightning bolts on her gloves. I love it. Fox taking her dear sweet time here. 1-1. That one's outside. 2-1. This is one of those situations where, again, you got arguably one of the best hitters for the Raiders. Do you attack? You've got first base open. 2-1. My guess is attack. I don't see Marshfield backing down here. That one's low. 3-1. Fox starting to get a little sweaty out there. Every pitch she seems to be rubbing her hand on her pant leg. Paige is going to be smart in this spot, but if she gets one, it hitters count. 3-1. Three-one pitch. Got it. Corner. Good spot. Fox not backing down. Full count. 2 outs. Meyer, the runner at third, and Dombrowski, the runner at second. Fox rocks and delivers. Ground ball to the shortstop. Easy play for her. Sets and throws to retire the side. The Raiders, they get a hit, but they can't put a run across the plate. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 2. Your score now after 5 is still Marshfield 3, Hudson 0.
Drawings going back and forth on different ideas. I'm able to use Butler's Advantage software and just changing a few things here and there to see where things come in price-wise. It's easy to just whip up a quick budget right away to share with the client so we don't have to wait, weeks or months for a quote on something. That's one of the main advantages I see, and also the speed these things go up. I think we had the main frames for this 50,000 square foot building set in 3 or 4 days.
We use a lot of the same subcontractors in erecting these buildings, which is very, very efficient for us and for the subcontractors because we both know what we expect at the end.
The thing I like most about it is the ability to expand. So again, we've doubled our footprint here, but we're hoping in the near future that we'll have to expand again. And the way these Butler buildings are put together, it allows us to expand in 3 different directions very easily.
It's very, very easy to work with Butler on this project alone. We were short a couple things or added a couple things. Butler is very efficient. We made a phone call, got things moving, boom, done.
I would say in terms of this project here, we're both on time and on budget to this point, and the aesthetics of this building is exactly what I want, and probably even more.
The best part of my job is just seeing a project from what it was to what it ends up being, and also ultimately having a happy client to see their eyes light up when they walk through the building for the first time, because a lot of people can't see that vision on a flat sheet of paper and then to have their dream.
First pitch from Mills in there for a strike. Ariana Pugh, the batter. Pugh singled her last at bat. Bat's been kind of silent since that 3rd inning. That one's popped up foul. As I said, Breslin Mills doing an excellent job here these last couple of innings, shutting down the Tigers 1-2-3. Changeup fouled. Still 0-2. Hudson able to get base runners just about every inning, just not able to get any runs across. Good opportunity that last inning. Ground ball to the shortstop, Dombrowski. She's been busy tonight. Throws over for out number 1. The unfortunate thing was second and third that hit in front of the plate that got the lead runner out at home. That was a tough one. 1 out, changeup in there for a strike. Good pitch from Breslin. It could have been an out at first. Again, maybe the throw at first, the runner from third would have broke. But anyway, nonetheless, no runs. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Tavian Stanton, the batter. She singled her last at bat as well. Mills up 0-2. The 0-2 pitch outside. 1-2. One and two. That one's a little high. Got away from her. 2-2. Two and two. 1 out. Line drive, base hit out to right field. So Stanton with a couple of hits tonight. First hit for the Tigers since the third. Cameron Pierce, the batter. See if the Tigers try to manufacture another run here. Keep an eye on the hands here of the batter, Pierce. They're just going to square to bunt. Takes ball 1. One and 0. Squares again. Offered that time. 1-1. Tight ball game. Pretty good pitching duel. 3 runs right now. Doesn't feel like a lot. But I'm sure the Tigers are thinking, hey, our pitcher's doing a good job keeping this Hudson offense off track. 2-1. Another insurance run certainly would help the cause. 2-1. Squares again. That one fouled off. Kind of getting the bat up a little late on those bunts. Now she's at 2-2. Swinging away here, popped up, left side, foul. Still 2-2. Two and two, 1 out. Change up, just misses. Full count. Misses the corner. Pierce draws the 1-out walk. Back to the top of the lineup, Madeline Cole, the batter. Cole walked, singled, grounded out her last at bat. First pitch from Mills in there for a strike. Popped up right side. Adrian makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down brings up Lydia Garvin. Garvin, 2-run home run for her back in the 3rd. That one's fouled left side. Strike 1. Garvin popped up to the catcher her last at bat. Oh and 1. Mills delivers inside. 1 and 1. One and 1. That one's outside. 2 and 1. Two down here, top of the 6th. Mills delivers. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Not going to be playable there. All runners are safe. Hard hit ball just hit the bottom of Mills' glove. Couldn't quite knock it down. Rolled out to the second baseman, Adrian. Brings up the pitcher, Molly Fox. Looks like Garvin might have tweaked something on her run down to first base. So bases loaded here, 2 outs. Score that last one a base hit. Mills trying to get out of this. All right, 2 down, first pitch to Fox. Change up out to the pitcher, Mills. Got her, got out of that pickle. Good job from Breslin, first pitch. Gets her to ground out. For the Tigers, no runs, a couple of hits. They leave 3. The threat is extinguished here in the top of the 6th. Your score after 5.5, Marshfield 3, Hudson 0.
And their business brought to life, that's really rewarding.
So this building is going to allow us to basically double our capacity in terms of manufacturing and also office space. So it's going to allow us to take a company that was started 9 years ago and basically double its size in revenue. You know, I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, you know, helps you work through the process.
When you're working with Derrick Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final clean.
We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going, and so definitely glad that we picked Derrick.
So what we got here is a 50,500 square foot pre-engineered steel Butler building. The nice thing about Butler is how custom we can get with the buildings. The opportunities are endless with how you can design these buildings. You know, you can certainly make it look like the building we have here for Rock Shield Rubber.
All right, Breslin Mills ready to lead off the bottom of the 6th here for the Raiders. Couple more shots at this here. Certainly be nice to get some runs on the board here in the 6th. Just 1 hit for Hudson tonight. The pitcher Molly Fox doing a nice job for the Tigers. Mills in the box. Fox delivers. Little low. 1-0. Mills walked her last at bat. Fox rocks, delivers. That one's popped up. Center field, playable. Center fielder calls for it, makes the catch for out number 1. All right, brings up the third baseman, Brenna Oberle. First pitch to Oberle, gets the corner, strike 1. Oberle hit into a fielder's choice her last at bat. Oh, 0-1, change up, a little behind that one. 0-2. Again, Fox doing a nice job controlling the tempo. Just 1 hit so far, and that was kind of a bloop shot she gave up the last inning to Carly Meyer. Other than that, not a lot of hard hit balls so far for the Raiders. 0-2, that one's high. 1-2. Quick shout out to our boy Ken Conan. He's on a trip out visiting a niece who I think just graduated from chef school or culinary school. 1-2 to Oberle, swing and a miss. Got her up high. So again, Fox in control here. That's the thing about playoffs. You get a hot pitcher that can shut down an offense pretty quickly. Breslin Mills doing a really good job tonight, giving up just 3 runs, but the bats for Hudson just can't get going. 0-2, or 2 outs, sorry. Nemero, the batter, fouled off. They just seem to be behind Fox a little bit. Not getting a lot of great contact or barrel on the ball. (0-1) on Nemero. Fox delivers in there for a strike. Good pitch. 0-2. Lots of noise and lots of cheering going on over in that Raider dugout right now, trying to get a little rally going. 0-2, 2 outs. Fox delivers. Foul back. Oh and 2. 2 down. Molly Fox delivers, misses that corner. She was looking for it. That one looked a little outside. Much to the chagrin of the Marshfield crowd at my back here. 1-2. That one was outside. 2-2. Two and 2. Bottom of the 6th. 2-2 pitch. That one's high. 3-2. Good battle here. Nemero hanging around. Already has drawn 1 walk tonight. Waiting for her pitch. Full count. And the pitch. That one's low. Nemero comes from 0-2 to draw the 2-out walk. Going to get a pinch runner, I think, for Bianca Nemero. Somebody's putting the hat on in there. Here they come. Mallory Bazanson coming in to pinch run. Kalia Kemp, the batter. Kemp with a couple flyouts so far tonight. Pop-outs to the infield. See if she can connect with one here. Keep this inning going. Lots of energy over in that Hudson dugout. First pitch to Kemp in there for a strike. 0-1. Kemp, the number 7 batter. So we will see that top of the lineup for the Raiders at some point yet this game. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Fouled back. Stays 0-2. So far, neither team with any pinch hitters. So we'll keep an eye on that as this game goes on. 0-2 pitch to Kemp. That one's high. 1-2. We've been used to these blowouts here from the Raiders here, so this has been really a pitcher's duel. 1-2. Fouled back again. Some nice defensive plays, but I wouldn't say it's been littered with defensive gems. It's been just really kind of controlled by these two pitchers. Hudson still looking for their first run of the game. Still 1-2. That one's high. 2-2. Kalia Kemp sitting at 2-2. Fox delivers. Got her on the corner for strike 3. Fox delivers again. For the Raiders, no runs, no hits. They leave 1. Your score now still after 6. Marshfield 3, Hudson 0.
But you can also make it look like a storefront, like it would in a downtown setting.
The owner comes to us and just tells us what they want. And then we start the process of setting up the building, drawing the plans, and then we send that off to Butler. Butler puts everything into motion of what they have to build to make this building work. They tell us a ship date, we're ready by that time, everything just works smoothly.
When we're doing that preliminary stage of doing these preliminary drawings, going back and forth on different ideas, I'm able to use Butler's Advantage software and just changing a few things here and there to see where things come in price-wise. It's easy to just whip up a quick budget right away to share with the client so we don't have to wait, weeks or months for a quote on something. That's one of the main advantages I see, and also the speed these things go up. I think we had the main frames for this 50,000 square foot building set in 3 or 4 days.
We use a lot of the same subcontractors in erecting these buildings, which is very, very efficient for us and for the subcontractors because we both know what we expect at the end.
The thing I like most about it is the ability to expand. So again, we've doubled our footprint here, but we're hoping in the near future that we'll have to expand again. And the way these Butler buildings are put together, it allows us to expand in 3 different directions very easily.
It's very, very easy to work with Butler.
Lillian Greisbach, the batter. Top of the 7th here for the Tigers. First pitch from Mills is a little high. 1-0. Just looking at Greisbach. She's the catcher tonight for the Tigers. 1-0. Breslin rocks, delivers, did not miss by much there. Umps have done a pretty good job tonight calling this game. Brings up number 17, Ariana Pugh. So 2 down. Change up right across the middle. That's a no-doubter. 0-1. Breslin trying to keep the scoreboard at bay here. Get out of this inning, get one more crack at this. That one's a little high, 1-1. How you doing over there, Nikos? Thumbs up? Sounds good. 1-1. That one's in the dirt, gets away from Gulick. Runner's going to move up to second. Breslin might be running into the same thing that we saw with Fox in those last couple innings. Just sun's kind of gone down, but still the temp is high. That ball's getting probably a little bit slick. 2-1. Ground ball back to Mills. Easy peasy, sets and throws for out number 3. For the Tigers, no runs, they leave 1. Coming up bottom of the 7th, Hudson one more crack at this. Your score, the Marshfield Tigers 3, Hudson 0.
On this project alone, we were short a couple things or added a couple things, but it was very efficient. We made a phone call, got things moving, boom, done.
I would say in terms of this project here, we're both on time and on budget to this point, and the aesthetics of this building is exactly what I wanted, probably even more.
The best part of my job is just seeing a project from what it was to what it ends up being, and also ultimately having a happy client to see their eyes light up when they walk through the building for the first time. Because a lot of people can't see that vision on a flat sheet of paper, and then to have their dreams and their business brought to life, that's really rewarding.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th, 8-9 and top for the Raiders. Zoe Gulick, the catcher, leading off for Hudson. Again, just one hit for the Raiders, so trying to make a little magic here at the end of this game, get some bats going. Season on the line. Winner goes on to play the winner of Toma and River Falls. First pitch to Gulick. Hit to the right side, deep. It's going to get over the top of the right fielder. Gulick never stopped going around first. She's going to get into third base, standing up. She's going to try to score. Oh, good. And Zoe Gullick with the big hit to start this inning off. 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. Dombrowski looking for her first hit of the game. Ground ball down the third base line, just foul. 2-2. Meyer, the runner at second. No need to push their luck getting her over to third base. At this point, she's in scoring position. Got your number 2 and 3 batters. Number 2 right now, Dombrowski up to the plate. 2-2 on Allie. Got her on the corner. That's a tough one. Been there all night, though. Brings up the second baseman, Paige Adrian. Paige looking for her first hit of the night. Hit the ball hard back in the middle of the game out to center field. See if she can tag one like that again, find some green. That one's hit well. That's the spot I'm talking about. That's good off the fence. Adrian's going to book into second base. She's going to be in there safe. Knocks in Meyer. That's what she was looking for. She hits those line drive gaps better than anybody. Coach is going out to talk again to the umpire. It looked like she was under that tag and in time. So 2 runs in here now for Hudson. Bats are coming alive. Big gapper there, double from Paige Adrian. Coach going to have a little chat now. Got her answer. Umpires typically, they can explain where the call was. They aren't going to necessarily overturn it. You might get a plate umpire that asks a field umpire for a better look if they have a call. That's why they do, when you see check swings, they'll check and see if they offered, things like that. But been around these games a long time. Tried to do that same thing myself plenty of times, and the conversations don't always go so well. All right, 2 down. We're getting a little rally, though, going. Top of the lineup delivering. Breslin Mills, the batter. Hudson fighting back here. A couple of hits this inning. 2 runs in. Lots of noise coming from that Hudson dugout now. Mills, first pitch outside. 1-0. Everybody up over in that Hudson Raider dugout. 1-0 on Mills. Hit the ball well her last at bat. Calls time. Nope, doesn't get it. Not offered. Kind of late called for it. Umpire didn't respond, so really I don't think Breslin was ready for that pitch. 1-1. 1-1 pitch, change up in the dirt. 2-1. Fox telling her catcher, good stop. Paige Adrian, the runner at second. Breslin Mills, 2-1. Fox delivers. That one's high. 3-1. I'm sure you can hear in the background the noise coming from that Raider dugout. They're all up and fired up. 3-1 on Breslin Mills. Good pitch. Mills wasn't sure. I think she liked it, but just kind of got a late response, couldn't get the bat around. Full count. 3-2, 2 down, 2 runs in for Hudson. Fox taking her time. Time tried to be called, fouled back. I think Breslin's trying to call timeout because the pitcher's taking so long, but unfortunately the umpire is kind of dialed in there. Might need to call that a little bit quicker. 3-2. Three and two. Fox spinning that ball, trying to figure out the grip she wants. 3-2 pitch. In tight. Mills gets the walk. I would expect a pinch runner here. Nope. Called off. Looked like Coach Schwab was going down trying to maybe get a pinch runner. Brenna Oberly, the batter. Both coaches encouraging their players. Marshfield coach coming out. Adrian, the runner at second. Mills, the runner at first. Brenna Oberly, the batter. That one's a little low. Ball one. Can feel the tension here. Both dugouts up on the fence, encouraging their teammates. 1-0. Popped up, playable right side. Right fielder calls for it, squeezes it, makes the catch to retire the side. Hudson shows some life. They get a couple runs on 2 hits. Zoe Gullick with, we're going to call it a home run. She got an in the park, inside the park home run. Zoe Gullick let it off, got the thing rolling. Hudson able to get another base runner there. Carly Meyer got on base, knocked in with the double from Paige Adrian, but a little bit too late for the Raiders. Tigers able to hold on by a score of 3-2. Kind of a wrap-up here. You know, it was really a late offensive push in that last inning from Hudson. They had runners at different times during the game, had walks, but couldn't really get the bat on the ball real solid till that last inning. Kind of saw everything almost going right side. So Fox from Marshfield did a really nice job. They are your regional champs. Hudson's season ends, like I mentioned, on an 11-game win streak. Should be proud of the way they finished strong. We'll wrap things up here. We've got our Jonesy player of the game like we've done all year. I'm going to give it to the pitcher tonight. I thought Breslin Mills did a really nice job. I do apologize. I did not see that she was the pitcher for the first couple of innings. Really kind of looked like Izzy out there, but with that mask on, I couldn't see. Breslin Mills, I thought, did a good job, was a nice player all season. Congratulations to the Raiders on a successful season, and they really kind of came back the end of the year and showed really what they have for their potential. Shout out to the seniors, too, Bianca Nemero, Ava Steinbang, and Izzy Scavoni. And to Coach Schwab, also Coach Kreeser and the help there. Good job this year. Till next time, Hudson softball, have a great summer. As far as Raider streaming goes, we will be covering the regional game next week. The boys baseball team plays at home. They have a bye. They are the #1 seed in their section and #1 in the state. So fun team to watch. If you get a chance, you want to watch some baseball, we will be on the air next Thursday at home. They play the winner of Wisconsin Rapids and New Richmond for regional championship. So till next time, it's Aaron here. Ken is off. Ken, have a good time on your trip. Nico's, Jeff on the camera. Have a good night. See you next time.